Hey there, I'm going to go through Morgan and Paul Heaver's TC Aces game. Morgan's having a Soontir Fel, standard Soontir with Stealth, and a Ken Kirk with Predator, Engine, Emperor Palpatine, and Isan, so a very defensive Ken Kirk. Paul is having a Soontir with Stealth device, and 4 Zetas. And Morgan won the initiative bid, and I'm sure he will give it to Paul so that he can react. Commentary is, of course, Worlds Rematch. I'm very excited to see the Zetas in action. They seem like good ships, but I've yet to fully dive in. Morgan having initiative is huge. His Soontir will get the benefits of knowing where Paul's Soontir will be. This will be a huge bonus. Paul, however, has the Swarm versus a no agility ship. The question of the match will be how quickly Paul can kill Captain Kirk before Morgan's Soontir kills Paul's. And they both predicted Morgan. I like how Paul turned away, like he knows that Morgan's not going to joust with him, and then he kind of turns back the other way, just being unpredictable. And all 5 of his ships are in a really good position. I like that. Alright, so Ken Kirk is shooting at Zeta 2. 3 versus 4. So 3 hits and 3 evades, and there's no gunner. And no damage returned. The other Zeta looks like it's through a rock. He just rolled 1. Okay, so 1 damage and no damage either sides, both sides. He's a fat Han wannabe. So good block there by Paul Heaver. Morgan's Soontir is able to dodge all the arcs. So Paul shooting 3 against 0, so 2 shields. He's going after Zeta 1, 3 against 4, so he gets 2 hits and a crit. And the Zeta is able to defend it all. I don't know what's going on. Alright, Morgan's doing 3 on 3 against Zeta number 1. The one without a token. 3 hits and a crit with the Palpatine. Oh, I thought he didn't have a focus, but I guess so. So just 1 crit and it's a direct. Oh, I thought I read Zeta 1, but he went after Zeta 2. Okay, that makes more sense. So 1 damage against Ken Kirk. And that is everything. So I really like the Zetas. They are 3 points more than ties, which ties are very, cost effective. And for those 3 points, they get a better dial, they get target lock, and they get an extra shield. So I think they're a very good ship. So Zeta 1 just kind of blocks himself. Zeta 4 does a move and then barrel rolls. 2 does a K turn. 3 does a K turn. Yeah, I like that. S loop. Ken Kirk just does a 1 forward, so he's going to have a lot of ships shooting at him. But I don't know what Soontir is going to be doing. And that's beautiful. Okay. Very well done by Paul. I guess he's seeing if the 2 bank would fit, but he just did a 2 forward. And I don't know if he'll get a shot this turn, maybe. So Paul Soontir gets 4 dice, so 3 damage, so a shield and 2 hits, or 2 hull. Ken Kirk is going on 2, and it's going to be 3 on 4. He rolls 1. And then, so hit and a crit. And it looks like he will be gone. Stupid Emperor. Alright, Zeta 1 gets a range 1 shot. Just 1 damage, which is evaded. Zeta 3 gets a range 1 shot, and that's evaded. So at this point, Ken Kirk's lost 6 life and has killed Zeta, so I don't know. Not too bad, I think. Paul's going for some more blocks. Ooh, doesn't make it. But at least he loses the stress. He gets a block. Looks like he might be on that asteroid too, which deals 1 damage. Oh, with Palp? No, it hasn't. Soontir is able to barrel roll into range 1. Morgan's Soontir looks like just have 1 Zeta range 3 through an asteroid, so not too bad. Pretty good maneuvering on both sides, I think. So Paul Soontir just will do 2 hits, but that will go through. Well, I guess the token, so just 1. Alright, Soontir's going after Zeta 1, and with the token, just the shield will be gone. Zeta 4 has a range 2 shot on Ken Kirk, and that will not go through. So he has dodged very well. I think he got 3 evades. Paul's kind of going for another block there. That one gets bumped. Morgan just goes very fast right in front of the asteroid. I think it's funny, Paul is trying to cover his bases if Morgan turned this way and this way, but he just went straight. So Soontir will be able to maneuver into a shot though. And his Soontir is, looks like, not bad. Is he going to barrel roll? Alright, so Paul's Soontir will have a range 2 shot, 3 against 1. And will he use the focus? He says, I need to get a crit in and pray with this position, so he will use it. So a hit and a crit will go through. Oh no, there's a token, so just the crit. Major explosion, which, okay, is safe. Palpatine was on standby. That's very true. Morgan's Soontir, 4 against 4. Ooh, yeah, 3 hits and a crit. And it looks like the crit will be going through, huh? Loose stabilizer. Yeah, they're saying, but that's not going to happen because Soontir always does green. So big shot here. 4 against 3. Oh, he's going after Zeta 1. He's not going after Soontir with auto thrusters, I guess. And just as well, nothing happened. Zeta 3 is doing range 3 shot. 2v2. And that will not be going through. So Zeta 3 bumps. And that Zeta bumps. Ooh, over the asteroid and lands on gets a crit, but he can Palpatine. He says it's risky, but at least he knows he avoided a crit there, so that's a good call. Soontir bumps there. Looks like Zeta 3 might have a range 1 shot. Alright, so Paul's Soontir is range 1 shot. He says I might regret using Palp there, but 3 damage. So with the token, 2 goes through. And he's going after Zeta 1. So 2 crits. So 1 crit will be going through, which will give him a stress. Zeta 4 is shooting 1 crit, which is evaded. And then Zeta 3 is, he has a range 1 shot. So he's going to go after Soontir. And that's a great time to do it. 2 hits and a crit. And the crit will go through because no Palpatine. Which gives Shaken Pilot, so no straights for a turn. So yeah, Morgan used the crit to save Ken Kirk, not knowing that by doing that, Soontir would be getting a crit. But I still think it was the right call, because you never know. Tough call, I guess, either way. Zeta 1 does a hard turn, uses a focus. Did he bump? Just barely bumps. And that Zeta just looks like he's in a good position. Ooh, does he make it? Looks like it. So good. Good maneuvering there by Morgan. Say that's a Heaver boost if I ever saw one. Alright, so where are we at? Looks like he's going after Zeta 3. So just 1 damage, which gets evaded. Zeta 3 is going after Ken Kirk, 3 against 1. And with the token, 1 will go through. Oh no, just use Palpatine, so nothing. Zeta 1 from range 3 will use the target lock. So 2 hits, so 1 goes through. So he's slowly killing Ken Kirk. This game just seems like lots of defense, not a lot of offense going through. But the Ken Kirk is very defensive in the first place, so kind of makes sense. Alright, Zeta 4, Zeta 3 is going to bump. Ken Kirk's just getting out of there. So Morgan's just wanting to regroup. Paul's just trying to cut him off in so many different directions. So Soontir shooting 3, gets 3 hits, so with the token, looks like 1 will be going through. Oh, no, with Palpatine probably. Morgan Soontir is going after Zeta 4. These Zetas are just not dying. 2 hits, which get evaded. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I guess that Zeta took a crit. Major explosion. Still has yet to be seen, they're saying, for getting the crit. Ken Kirk is shooting on Fel, 3 against 4. And Soontir avoids any damage. Zeta 3 is going to shoot, 2 against 2. And nothing goes through. Zeta 4, let's see if he can get a hit in. Nope. So it continues to be very defensive. I know Palpatine has really helped, but I wonder if Gunner would have been better for the 5 points instead of 8. So Paul using the barrel rolls to... Oh, and he backed up just enough to not get hit. And he bumps Soontir. So Zeta 1's going to have a nice range 1 shot if he lives through Ken Kirk. Morgan Soontir is going on against 3. No damage. Ken Kirk, 3 on 3. 2 hits and a crit. I think that's going to be goodbye. Yep. Zeta4 does a hit and a crit and uses the target lock. So 2 hits and a crit. So, not quite sure where we left off. Oh, got some crits. So Ken Kirk has 4 hull now. Zeta 3, 2 against 1. Uses the target lock. Yeah, so that saving the target locks for later is come in handy to get some good damage on Ken Kirk. So 2. Zeta 4 does a hard 1. Zeta 3. And they both did target locks. Nice, doesn't, no, deleted the asteroid. Oh, Morgan had it blinded. I was going to say, I was curious why Paul did the target locks, because he might need those focuses for defense, but it was blinded, so he was going to save the target lock to get a good target lock and focus attack probably next turn. Paul Soontir has a range 2 shot, so 3 against 1. But that 1 is going to be, oh no, that will at least strip the token though. Soontir gets 3 hits, and will he use the focus? Yes, so just the shield gone. And he's going after Fell here, so hit and a crit with Palpatine, a hit and 2 crits. And with the token, so is that another crit? No, auto thrusters. Whew. That's another time that, well, yeah, never mind. Zeta 4 gets a hit and a crit in, and the crit will go through, and it's a direct. So finally Ken Kirk is down. So it's 2 Soontirs. Morgan does have the initiative advantage, but or 2 Soontirs with 2 hull, and Paul has 2 Zetas. So definitely looking like it's in Paul's favor. I really like that 2S loop on Zetas. I'm just curious. I just want to see their dial. Yeah, that's a great dial. All right, so I know I always say all right, so I've had a couple people comment. Guess it's one of those things I'll maybe be able to change. So I guess bumping is bad with the stun pilot. Zeta 4 does not have a shot. 2 hard turn is green. He's able to get some target locks on. I just love the 2 hard turn and the barrel roll so that you can just kind of stay in place. Paul Soontir shooting first. 2 hits and use the token. Didn't even have to use his focus. Range 2 shot. It's a crit. And that crit will go through, but only the shield. That 1 shield really comes in handy, I think. 2v3 uses the target lock. Fell lives another turn. So big move here, I believe. Paul's going for the block. And his Soontir is able to miss that asteroid. He does get the block, so 2 Zetas, and Zeta 4 has a focus and target lock. So Soontir shoots first, 4 against 3, 3 hits and a crit, that'll be tough. And that is good game. So that was my first time seeing the first order ties, and I thought they did very well. That shield really adds to their durability, which, I mean, they're already very durable, and I think both sides played very well, but yeah, Paul was able to get the win. So good game. Thanks for watching and thanks for playing.